World of Warcraft has been out for 20 years and it's still played till this day. Classic Plus has also been asked for many years, and now we have a version of WoW which might resemble this idea, known as World of Warcraft Season of Discovery. And this is my honest thoughts on Phase 1 of Season of Discovery. Hi there, I'm Brick. My long tango started with Mist of Panderia, and I started with this talent system in Mist of Panderia. Instead of a talent system like in Classic, with a lot of talent trees with many options. This made me wonder, have I been missing out? Is Classic even good? Why does my girlfriend disappear when I take my meds? Questions I still ask till this day. Well, after playing Classic era for a little while, and still not having a character level 60 by the way, I played on launch of TBC Classic and leveled to 70 and played till Wrath of the Lich King Classic, which was fun, until had to roll healer to find groups, since I wasn't a sweaty player and I'm not exalted with MasterCard. Well, after a long session of Wrath of the Lich King, I laid in bed and had this itch to play Classic from launch to make friends instead of being a parasocial stream viewer.
Savix has taken Gusu away from me. Brick, we were never together. There was never in any world or way that we would be in a relationship, Brick. Literally 0% chance.
In my experience, I love leveling in Classic more than retail. Let me tell you why. Classic brings me a lot of joy, since the starting zone is always filled with other people which are fighting over mob tags. But in retail, if you're a new player, they want you to play Exile's Reach, which is good since they have a tutorial of some sort which helps new players, so this is a big plus. After Exile's Reach, you're sent to the main city to do some quests, which are quests that are from Battle for Azeroth. So you have this huge plot gap about what the world is about and sent directly to BFA storyline in Zuldazar or Kol Tiras. This, in my eyes, don't make sense. Not to glaze Classic too much, there are still some quests and storyline in Classic which are not fully completed. Still, runes in SOD being new makes even for Classic players fun because there's still a sense of exploration. The funniest part about runes are people going around saying, "This is new, I can't remember this in game," or "Oh my god, this closet must be new, it must be a rune," which is hilarious for me. But zones like Durotar, Barrens and Stone Talon is fun to explore. Yet there are 3 questions I ask myself in this World of Warcraft. Why do gnomes exist? I don't know. Frick gnomes. Second question is, have you seen undead children in World of Warcraft? Well, I haven't. Didn't Arthas kill children in Lordran? The last question of them all. Who and why did they kill Mancrick's wife? This all seems kinda weird. What information did Mancrick's wife have to lead to a path of suffering? Guess we'll never know. Black Phantom Deeps. Hey, I'm doing it right now. A dungeon turned into a 10-man raid. Before SOD, Black Phantom Deeps used to be a dungeon for level about 24 to 32. Now they turned it into a 10-man raid, which would reset on a 3-day basis instead of a weekly reset. The bosses you used to know have now turned into big raid bosses, which would reward juicy gear. The bosses in BFD are Baron Aquanis, Gamura, Lady Cerberus, Gelliheist, Lorgus Jet, Calories, and Akumai. Well, back to the gear. You get juicy blue gear, which also can be a tier set. This tier set is really good for mail wearers, leather wearers, and cloth wearers. And don't get me started on the items with spell damage gear. In Phase 1 Season of Discovery, you have more spell damage than you do in Classic era at level 60. And this is insane. Well, other than that, you have epic gear like the crossbow called Azari Arbalest. And there's an epic staff, which I'll never get, called Rod of the Ancient Sleepwalker. This staff is better than the staff of Jordan, or maybe comparable. The last epic is a two-handed sword called Deadly Strike of the Hydra, and this weapon does a lot of damage. Well, in my experience, the raid groups of guilds in the first week could do 7 out of 7 bosses. But the people without friends, like me, turned to pugs, which had a chance of doing 7 out of 7, but mostly could only do 5 out of 7, which I don't mind. I feel like new content should be challenging for the first time, but not too hard to gatekeep people from progressing. But in my case, Kelris was my gatekeeper. Well, in the end, I think Blizzard has done an amazing job at developing Season of Discovery. Everything from class tuning to banning GDK. I think it's good for Blizzard to try something new. Don't get me started on the communication. They have done an amazing job at communicating with the community even when their team is really small. If I had some feedbacks to tell Blizzard, I would say, firstly, Phase 1 has lasted too long, and Phase 2 should have came out sooner. Me right now is just me dancing around and jumping for hours in Orgrimmar with the green Jesus. Secondly, I would like if mages and other classes couldn't boost other people other than themselves. Because people using gold to get boosted and the boosters getting a huge amount of gold could lead to selling gold. Or people getting encouraged to buy gold to get boosted, which would inflate the market and make it hard for the casual player to get a chance in participating. What would seem like an 1 hour gold grind would turn into a 4 hour gold grind. Thirdly, I would like to ban gnomes and nerf hunters. Thanks for watching. I encourage you to comment how your journey has been so far. If you want to document the journey from me, then leave a like for Phase 2. I never recorded Phase 1 because I never thought I would make a video until now. And have a nice day.